Hey Virgo, it's Hannah with Hannah Keeley Tarot. You guys came in second place for most hits of my monthly forecast, just behind Libra. So I thought, why don't we go ahead and do a bonus video and see what is going on with you guys right now? And what I see here already is the ball is in your court. You're being presented with a choice, okay? And y'all have a desire to start over and break free from something. I think some of y'all, it's funny how this turned out because it's very like broken down very neatly for me. That's how Virgo can be. Virgo is a very organized sign, and yet they can be very lost in themselves. So Virgos, I'm moon and rising in Virgo, so I can kind of understand, like, y'all strive for organization and perfection and quality, right? And I see it in this reading. um, but like I was saying a minute ago, I think the ball is definitely in your court. I think some of y'all are faced with a decision right now. Okay? Do I keep doing things the same way, or should I move forward onto something else? And you guys are very, very carefully weighing your options right now. I think some of y'all are faced with the decision to, do I stick with what I've been taught, or can I go off on my own and think for myself? And I feel like some of y'all, I got this card with the Hierophant, or the Hierophant. I don't know how you pronounce that name, but I think some of y'all are struggling to stay with whatever religious or institutional belief you've been brought up with. Okay, like say you're in recovery, all right, you're in AA or NA. Some of y'all are fighting really hard to stay in it right now, or maybe some of y'all feel threatened by outside forces and you're working really hard to stay in your recovery program. Okay, that's just an example. And you can apply that to whatever situation you're in. Or y'all are seeking help. Okay, or y'all are seeking outside help and a professional because you feel overwhelmed and because you feel like you're fighting to keep yourself where you're at. These two cards can mean a lot of things. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from it. So, and then the next two I got was the Ten of Pentacles, okay, and the Queen of Wands. So a lot of you, it's interesting because your outer world seems to be very harmonious, and this brings you a lot of joy. You're very passionate about every aspect of your life right now, especially if things have been manifesting really well. So if some of you Virgos have a very good job and a good, stable income and a happy home life, you feel fulfilled. You feel powerful. You feel very happy right now, which is great. And then some of you guys seem to be struggling on the inside. Like your outside world might be good right now, but on the inside, you're still paralyzed by your own thoughts and your anxiety. And a lot of you are doing the right thing right now, which is to look within, okay, to examine like what is keeping me in this place? Why do I feel afraid? Why do I feel this fear, and where is it coming from? Because the Queen of Cups is looking at her cup, right? It's a really weird looking cup, and she's really looking within herself and like her place in the world. And she's looking inside of herself in a way, and she's seeking within and with her higher power for answers. So with those two together, I think a lot of you Virgos you're happy on the outside, okay, or your outside world seems pretty harmonious, but now that things are a little bit steadier, I think you feel like you have time to look at yourself and to reflect. It's like, okay, I've got all my chores done, all the, all my outside work is done. Now I have time for me, because I feel like maybe y'all have been feeling like this for a while. And now that everything on the outside is looking good, you have time to go within and do some self-healing and self-care, okay? Which is great. And for some Virgos, I feel like a lot of you are getting a fresh start with something. A lot of you feel free by this. Maybe just, like I was saying, like being able to have some time to yourself to grow and heal, because Virgos are caregivers, right? They want to do everything, like they love to be of service for humanity. So if everybody is good in your life, if your kids and your husband or your wife and your friends, if everybody's good, then you feel like you can tackle yourself finally. Which in reality, like you should always put yourself first. And maybe that's something you're realizing now, Virgo, is that you've got to take care of yourself first. And this realization makes you feel good, and you feel like you can, I guess, start over in a sense. But yeah, like with this card, Virgo, I think some of y'all, maybe this is still an option for you. Maybe you're not quite there yet. Okay, maybe like you're doing things differently. All right, or you see what I just told you for the last couple minutes on the horizon, but you're just now grasping that this is a possibility, right? That, oh, maybe I need to take care of myself, Maybe I need to, love myself so that I can provide for the people that I already love in my own life. Yeah. It's funny because there's like 2, 4, 6, 8 cards here, but I'm getting so much from it, Virgo. There's so much going on. And I can sense sort of the same messages from my last video for you guys over to this one. And it seems like you guys are doing well. I mean, you're making progress. But my recommendation, Virgo, is don't wait for things on the outside to match your insides. I mean, if you've got a good life right now, like if your family and your job and everything outside of yourself is good, great, that's awesome. But, don't wait for that to happen for you to begin self-care, I mean, it doesn't make sense, and it's not a good idea. And then instead of, because when you take care of yourself, then you can take care of others, and then it's a cycle. And I think some of y'all might be fighting to keep up with your responsibilities right now. It's like some of y'all are good, and then some of y'all are like, oh, I've got to get all this shit done, and, oh, I got to take the kids to school, and I got to pay the bills, and I got to go get the car fixed, and I got to, I gotta, and you're fighting to keep yourself where you're at because you don't want to lose everything. And for that, I think it's being advised here to seek outside help. Whether, like, if you go to church, like go to church. Or, like I said, if you're in recovery, follow the program. Like, what would your sponsor tell you? And I think also with the Hierophant, I think y'all are seeking structure in your life. Like, I think maybe some of you guys are seeking, what am I trying to say? Some stability. You know, like y'all are leaning on to a set of principles, okay, that maybe you're just now learning about, or you grew up with, or whatever, to guide you, because, you know, without it, you wouldn't know what to do. Okay. I know that was a little bit of a scattered message, but that's really what I've got for Virgo. I hope that resonates with somebody out there. I am so thrilled that I'm getting all these like likes and people watching my videos, and I'm really excited about this. So yeah, Virgo, thanks for stopping by. If you liked this, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch with me at hannahkeelytarot@gmail.com, and I'll leave a link in the description. Okay? Y'all take care. Bye.